All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, June 24th. Today it is set by Picaroon. Let's see what Picaroon has in store for us. A delegation which might make salesperson happy. So I'm thinking it's going to be a straight definition, delegation, and then a joking one of what might make a salesperson happy. I'm wondering if it could be a commission. Let's check counting the letters in my mind. Yeah, commission is 10. But is something commissioned a I think there's a committee set up. They've been delegated some authority, I think you do call it. But I don't know what commission it would be. Let me put it in partly to verify the number of letters. Yes, 2 M's, 2 S's. But I don't know what maybe it's a British term. Anyway, let's go to the downs. I urge showman to organize moving celebration. Well, I urge is 5, showman 7. So I presume we anagram those words. What is a moving celebrate? Oh, of course, a housewarming. Yes, that's a clever definition. You think it's going to be a movable feast of some kind. All right. Oh, a high commission. Yeah, didn't the British have the High Commission in their various colonies? Does it make a sales? Oh, yeah, I suppose just if it's numerically high, of course, yeah. All right, instrument maintaining current conditions at 13, say. Maybe we have to solve 13 first. But what's a 5-letter instrument? No, I think it's going to be an instrument maintaining current, which I think is I, as an abbreviation from electrical engineering. So a 4-letter instrument goes around an I, and then it might be conditions. Now let's wait and get 13. Penning note, undercover journalist, saw the light. Well, I'm wondering if, saw the light, I'm thinking could be converted. We have ed at the end, of course, but I think any saw the light is probably going to be a past tense verb, and so ed is going to be there. Undercover. It's almost has a lot of letters from undercover, but let me put in converted just to see what that would look like. Penning note, I'm thinking, undercover. Because we do have the word cover itself, and between the cover and the ed, we have a T. Oh, we have TE, which could be a note. Yeah, and then is N note, maybe as in NB, nota bene. Yeah, I'm not very happy with that one, but I'll leave it for now. Games, poor player, from the south on run round north. 3-4. I'm wondering if it is a game, maybe a card game. Oh, what game is 3-4? Yeah, otherwise, what's the definition? North, round north, run round north? No, not seeing it. I've tangled with darn, unwelcome individual. I'm thinking an anagram of I've plus darn, and it makes an unwelcome individual. Not seeing it. Let's try the anagram. I'm wondering if you do literally maybe alternate letters from I've and darn. Ivan the Red. I Red Van. Unwelcome individual. Oh, an invader, of course. I don't know why I made that so hard. All right, let's complete these downs coming from the top row. Child artist on the up, displaying sound technique. Well, because of the S, I'm wondering if child is son, which might just be the S, or it might be son. And then an artist is usually RA for a member of the Royal Academy. And if that's reversed, we have AR. So I'm thinking sonar is a sound technique. And funnily enough, sonar came up in Octurdle this morning. All right, how about tell me where French nincompoop gets smacked? Oh, well, I'm thinking where in French is ou, O-U. So maybe then it's the definition is tell me. And I'm thinking out with it, because we have twit is a nincompoop and smacked is hit. Now that's a clever one. I like that. All right, back to the acrosses. Trouble afoot, bishop going AWOL for wedding. Well, the first word I think of beginning with U, ending with N is a union, which is a wedding. A trouble on your foot could be a bunion, but the bishop, represented by B, is removed, and you get your union. The poor befuddled sought following oasis. That's another funny clue. I like it. The poor, I'm wondering if it could be a phrase for the poor. Oh, the have-nots, of course. Befuddled, I think, is saying we anagram sought to get OTS, and that follows an oasis could be a haven. Very good. Oh, now the game is obviously Mahjong. How does the game play work? Oh, the run is a jog, which goes around N for north. Yes, and a poor player, player as a synonym for actor, is a ham, which is read from the south, or backwards, okay. Yeah, let's try 11. Composer, overlooking a novelist and painter. Well, having these letters, the painter has to be El Greco. So who's the composer overlooking a novelist? Okay, the novelist is Eco, and Umberto, is it Eco or Echo? Yeah, the composer is Elgar, but it is overlooking or missing out its A. Okay. Frenzied, dancer very, embarrassed looking about his pants. Oh, I think frenzied dancer is the uh, definition, and it's a whirling dervish. And the wordplay, um, I think very is the V in the middle. Embarrassed looking. Oh, sorry, it's actually very embarrassed looking is very V red, but that is turned about. And then the word pants in British slang can mean rubbish. And so we anagram his to get the final ISH. All right, here's 13, which is mentioned in two down. Character, twice in arena, national sports venue. Ooh. Is the definition going to be character? Or is it a sports venue, maybe? That's tricky. Twice in arena could be referring to the letter A. Yeah, so character twice in arena could just be giving us that first A. And then maybe we have a national. So somebody's nationality, like a Let, someone from Latvia. And it's going to be a sports venue. Oh, why am I not seeing that? I'm going to pause, run through the alphabet, trying to think of nationalities that might come after A. It's so funny. I would not have thought of this as a sports venue, but yes, horse racing is a sport, sport of kings, and so the nationality is Scottish. A Scot gives us Ascot. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now, so if Ascot, then instrument maintaining current conditions the going is the conditions at a race course, all right, and the instrument is a gong. Again, not the first instrument you would think of. All right, reformer, grabbed by Schoenberg are back even. So I'm thinking Gorbachev was a reformer. Gorbachev, how do you spell his name? Well, how is the... Oh, I think it's... Yeah, when I saw the even, I thought, oh no, we're going to have to take every even letter from this, but it's just a hidden clue. So it is grabbed by... There we go. Let's try 10 down. Riot guards owning manscaping product. That must just be shaving razor. Yeah, although, yeah, we don't have a V in riot. I was thinking riot guards owning, is that going to be... Yeah, I'm not seeing how the wordplay goes. Riot guards. No, I'm baffled. I mean, it almost riot might be an anagram indicator for guard zoning, which is 12 letters. But again, there's no V. But Gorbachev has to be right. I mean, it's a hidden clue. It's right there. Oh, well, we'll come back. We'll see if the crosses agree with shaving razor. Republican admitted to hateful action and didn't go straight. So Republican can be represented by R and is going to be admitted to or put inside, I think, a two-word phrase for a hateful action. And it's going to mean, excuse me, didn't go straight. Well, meandered. The R is put inside of mean deed. All right. In a declamation contest, school scoffed. So I think the school, which we often see in these clues, is Eton, and that is a homophone for Eton, meaning meaning scoffed, meaning eaten. And so I think in a declamation contest is a novel way to indicate a homophone. It's always good to see new things, new to me anyway. Having the least art, a composer books tours. I'm just wondering if the definition could be having the least art, and art as a synonym for artifice. And I'm thinking of naivist, but I don't see a composer books. Oh, well, the books can be the New Testament, NT, and that might tour around a composer. The composer is Charles Ives, but the A is important there. Like some faith inside, playing with a lot of credit. I think it's going to be like some faith, so some adjective that can describe faith. And I'm thinking side could be left or right, L or R. Playing indicates maybe an anagram, but it does say with a lot of credit. Makes me think we're not going to use all of the word credit, but that would only be 6 letters, so maybe that A again is important, and it's going to be A plus CREDI. Let's try that. Like some faith. Darcier. Yeah, I don't like those letters. No. Let's try and get some more crossers. Daily, help for refs, welcomed by ones, producing matchday serenade. Yeah, so a daily is short for a daily maid, I suppose. The old-fashioned term was char. And then a help for refs is video assisted, something refereeing or some replay, VAR. And I think we just put in some eyes. And I know this word charivari, so I'm going to pause and look it up. Charivari is a mock serenade of discordant noises made with kettles, tin horns, etc., designed to annoy and insult, which you definitely hear during a football match. I was just thinking the other day as I was watching one of the Euro 2024 games, how awful it was when the World Cup was in South Africa and we had that Vuvuzela during the games. Oh, that was so annoying. Never again. Anyway, interestingly, they say Charivari is called also Shivery, which is sort of similar. There was a great group called Shivery. I think they only made two albums, but definitely worth seeking out. All right. A doctor filled with rage, upset container for drink. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a container for drink. Because we start with A, I'm thinking it's that A at the beginning of a clue. And then we maybe have a doctor. It could be simply DR. Might also be med. And it's going to be filled with rage, upset. So either backwards or anagrammed. What would be a container for drink? No, not seeing it. Said why drunk seaman turns up in shabby fashion. Well, whenever we see seaman, I think of AB or tar. And the turns up makes me think we're going to have a reversal. And so I'm thinking of rat. And so then in shabby fashion would be the definition. And I'm thinking rattly. And so said Y is a homophone indicator for the letter Y. Drunk is lit. And the lit, tar, all of that fodder is turned backwards. All right. Parent defends platform for provocative movement. So I think a parent, and we have a D, so probably da, is going to go around a word for platform. And it's going to mean a provocative movement. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to be DA. Oh, well, if that was a D, that seems very unlikely for 27 across. Yeah, we'll finish the downs, but then we'll go back to the acrosses. Heartless, evil, as well as horny, bounder. Well, I'm thinking evil being heartless is just going to be the outer letters of evil. As well as, oh yes, and, that's just simply a way of saying and an eland, it's a type of gazelle, isn't it? And therefore punningly described as a horny bounder. All right, I'll pause while the bin men come by. All right, 24. One in a powerful suit, back in hot seat. Well, if you're in some card games, a certain suit is declared to be trumps. And so if you play a card in that powerful suit, it is a trump card. And the back letter of hot is a T, and your seat is your rump. Oh, I'm looking at 26 across and thinking there's no way that is U something Z. Maybe shaving cream, riot, guards, owning. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you declare somebody is a riot, you're saying they're a scream, they're hysterically funny, and that guards having, which is owning. Ah, right. I'm happy now. That makes sense. Oh, so now that ends. Yeah. So it's going to be a TIC word, I suppose, for some faith. No. Great Italian player. Now, is that going to be a footballer or is it going to be a musician? Paganini sounds possible, and sure enough, one lacking belief would be a pagan, and Picaroon referring to himself in I, although of course grammatically that's not correct, but we're just taking one word at a time. In is in and Picaroon is I. Now, crack up. First in Amsterdam, with drug, problem returning. So first in Amsterdam would simply be A, I think. And then drug might simply be that E, and then a three-letter word for problem that goes backwards, and it's going to mean crack up. Oh, a problem, I think, is in mathematics a sum, and if you, I don't know if crack up, if you crack somebody up, you amuse. I suppose you do amuse them, but I think it's a little more, it's a stronger sense than amuse, but still it is in the ballpark. All right, now our tipsy trio of Englishmen, missing soft sound of music. Oh, it's something like tiddly pom pom. Yeah, so an Englishman is a palm in Australian slang. I'm sure Jeff from down under in on the 15 squared site will get this one. And drunk or tipsy, I suppose, is tiddly. Um, trio of Englishmen missing. Yeah, so I think the first one misses the P, which in music means quietly or softly. And yeah, I think I might have, if someone had asked me to write it down, I would have gone tiddly pum pum with a U. But I'm going to put the O's in and we'll see if that is correct. Now our parent defends platform for provocative movement. Oh, it could be an organization, a revolutionary organization, or it could be an ism, maybe. Oh, but now our parent, yeah, is going to end in M. Is that right? I would suggest mom, but I'm fairly sure didn't go straight, must be past tense, meandered. Oh, and of course, mean deed. Yeah, that's definitely right. All right. Top half went fairly straightforwardly. Just a few left. Ooh, this container for drink ends with an O if tiddly pom pom is right. Oh, what could that be? Is it a Greek or Latin word like an amphora? Or is it just some very common word I'm just not seeing? I think I am going to, at this point, well, first of all, I'm going to use the check this button. That is correct. All right, so I think I'm going to have to use wordplays.com, and let's see what word, provocative movement. And oh, what's a word for a platform that's going to have an I in it? A rig. Yeah, I wonder if it could be an IGM ending. But I'm not seeing it. Anyway, yeah, let me try word plays. Oh, I think from word plays I see Dadaism, which was a provocative movement. The platform is a dais. Oh, a parent is a dam. Ah, yes. I suppose that's more usually used in horses, maybe other animal husbandry. A dam is a parent, and that defends the dais. All right. So now, oh, yeah, maybe I was onto something with an anagram of most of credit. I'm not sure about the side. Oh, maybe it's it's actually an anagram of side on its own. And then if you have credit, there's English slang tick on the tick. I think that's what that is. And so deistic would be some kind of faith, believing in God. Let me check this. It is right. All right, just 16 down left. A doctor. Oh, I'm thinking a medic. No, filled with rage, upset. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing. I think this may be an obscure word, so let me pause and check it. Ah, yeah, it's not a container for drink, it's the drink itself. And it's an Americano. So a doctor filled with rage, upset, I'm thinking the doctor might be MO for a medical officer, which is filled with rage, upset. O is ire. Oh my goodness. All right. And a container is a can. All right, that was a tough one. I probably should have got Americano from the letters I had, though. Anyway, let's check all. Everything seems to have stayed in place, so that's good. Let's head over to 15 squared just for see what folks are saying. All right. The blog today is by Peter O. And he's saying perhaps because there's cryptic and quick cryptic, that maybe Mondays doesn't have to be the easy one. I did find this, I thought it was going to be harder at first, but I think other than a few at the end, I think I got through it pretty well. And I feel like I understood the answers. Having the least art to composer books tours, the grammar is tortuous, all right? Yeah, tick credit. So the slang word has a K, and that's why it was a lot of credit, all right? Tiddly pom pom pom, yes. For reference, the theme tune of Much Binding in the Marsh, or the song I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside, oh yeah. of course. Yeah, so there's the char. One other thing I wanted to say about that clue is the word char, I think, is very outdated now. I don't think young people would know what a char is, and his references to Tommy Handley, Before My Time. Cracking the Cryptic had a great video over the weekend where Simon does a new crossword that the Times of London has called Sign of the Times that uses updated cultural references and slang and references to living people. And I think it's a great idea for the Times. I talked recently about how I think it's a hurdle to entry for new young people who want to take up cryptic crosswords, that there are so many of these old references they need to learn. Anyway, I do recommend you watch that video because it's funny watching. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sure older than Simon, but to see him struggle with some of the modern day slang like hooking up. Anyway, I do. If you haven't watched that already, it's definitely worth a watch. All right, nothing much to say. Oh, I do want to see if Jeff from Down Under. Here we go. Oh, I thought he would mention something about the palm. Well, there you go. Anyway, thank you as always for watching and have a great day.